Et puis seulement quand c'est fini, alors on danse. 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 Et ven encore, et encore. Et ven encore, et encore, et encore. Et ven encore, et encore. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Hello. How are you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode, guys, where we're going to be talking about ask your questions to Nestor and ACC, everybody. In today's episode, this is episode number 5, right? This is episode number 5, guys. And guys, besides, I know that pretty much you might have your questions already ready. However, I also have questions, right? Yo también tengo un par de preguntas que hacerle, chicos, chicas, future agents for call center. And the following question that I have for you is the following. So tell me, guys, what has been so far your journey, right? ¿Cuál ha sido hasta este momento su journey? En el sentido de ¿qué han hecho para aplicar a los puestos de trabajo en la industria de call center? And most importantly, if you haven't been, hired just yet, I just want to know what you have been told. ¿Qué le han dicho? ¿Qué le han dicho el reclutador? ¿Cuál ha sido su experiencia? Me gustaría también saber cuál ha sido el feedback que han recibido por parte de las personas de reclutamiento con el objetivo de help you out, guys, right? That's the main reason. The main idea is to help you out in what you need, alrighty? So let's go ahead and get started over here. Okay, so I will have an interview with the operation manager next week. All right, that sounds really, really great. That's awesome. How do you feel about it? This is Juan Montoya. How do you feel about it that you're going to have a job interview with operation manager next week? Tell us a little bit about the process. How was the process? What is the campaign you're applying for? And also tell us a little bit about how to go, right? How did it go in your last process in that job interview, right? Let us know. Remember, guys, that also we are answering all your questions, right? All those questions you may have about the call center industry. That is something that we are going to answer today as well. Let's just let us know in the comment down below what is your question about the call center industry, and I'll be more than happy to provide you an answer, righty? So I already have a comment over here from Brenda. Brenda Carolina, thank you very much. High five and fist bump to you for tuning in. And we have Brenda Carolina Lozi Mendez, and she said, or she is just wrote down, they told me that I need more fluency, so I'm an English course right now. All right, very good, Brenda. You are in an English course, and at the English course, Brenda, let me tell you, what are they doing in order for you to reach that level of fluency that you need for that call center? All right, That's really good. They told me that they need fluency, but now the question is, what are you doing in order for you to improve, right? I have another comment just right here. I want to participate in this live. Go to YouTube. If you want to participate, go to YouTube Nesting ACC. And I'm gonna be more than happy to, share the link in order for you to participate as well. Alrighty. This is for Rivas Carol. Carol, go to YouTube. I'm gonna be waiting for you. It's not the same, Brenda Carolina, or Carol. Are you guys the same? All right. Anyway, so we also have another comment from Guardado Martinez 3. All the time, say your English as well, but you have to come back in 3 months. Interesting. Interesting. This is something interesting. Um, he has been told, right? He has been told, you know what, your English is good. I think you have a good pronunciation. Your grammar is great and everything, but you need to come back in 3 months. What else? Besides that, what else you have been told, right? I'm not quite sure just yet about that fact or about that answer that you've been told. You know what? You need to come back in 3 months. I'm not sure just yet, right? I need you to give me additional information when it comes to that in order for me to, let's say, help you in one way or another to find out what is going on with you, right? What is going on with you? When they say you need to come back in 3 months, it's because either you need more fluency, or it's because it's your final sound, or it's because your pronunciation, and that's the reason why you need to come back, right? You need to come back and do everything again within 3 months. That's the main reason. Guys, remember that we have our phone numbers. The phone number is just right there. It's 505 128 123 in case you need help, right, for your next um, evaluation, for your next preparation for a job in a call center. All right, let's see. Do we have any other question, guys? Let me see. Do we have any other questions so far? Let me just go ahead and double check right here. All right. So we have another person from TikTok, and Chris the Conqueror said, today I did the interview. Very good, very good. With the interpretia, they told me that I need to be more precise on the translation. Okay, well, this have to do with a little bit with more knowing both vocabulary, right? Knowing either Spanish and the other vocabulary you are learning, which the other language that you also interpreting, but in this case would be English, right? So there are some, let's say, some exercise that you can do, and you can do it simultaneously while you are listening to somebody from, let's say, the radio, and you are translating at the same time both languages, Spanish, English. This is one of the best exercise that you can do if you really want to master that type of skill, right? Which is come to become an interpreter, right? But it's possible. It's possible. That's something that you can do, right? So we also have from YouTube. Yes, I do. Hey, BG how do you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in, and long time no see, huh? Long time no see. Let's see, what is your comment, BG? When they tell, how do you see yourself in 6 months, or what job is more similar to a call center? I'm not quite sure about the question, Vegetius, but I mean, are you asking me, how do you see yourself in 6 months? And what job is more similar to a call center? What do you mean? What is the question itself? Maybe you can write it down in the comments down below, and I will get back to you, man. Okay, I will get back to you. So let's see. We also have Guardiado Martinez. This is something that got me thinking. How come you have a really good English, but you have to come back in 3 months again? It's maybe the campaign. It's something that is missing in your skills. Even though you have a good English, it's possible. Or let's say, another scenario is that maybe they don't have enough room, right? Maybe they could be. And that's the reason why they've been telling you you need to come back within 3 months. Or yeah, maybe it's there are some call centers that they might need from you a certain experience, right, or certain amount of knowledge. For example, at Concentric, everybody, if you are a gamer or if you have been playing games like, let's any name, right? Let's call it Call of Duty. From you have played, let's say, from Xbox console, Halo. I think Halo is the other game, right? If you are the type of gamer or the type of person who like to play this type of game, it will be easier for you to connect with other people who play the game, right? And it will be easier for you to explain to adults what's the difference between one game and another and the benefits and all those things, right? So sometimes that might happen as well. Sometimes that maybe your English is good enough, but still you need certain knowledge. You need to have certain amount of information about X, Y, and Z product in order for you to get yourself hired, right? Why? Because perhaps maybe the call center does not have the time to teach you everything, only to teach you the most important part when it comes to dealing customers requests or dealing with customers problem. That's the thing, right? That's the main reason. So let's see, we have another question from Begisius. Those are the interview questions. They say, how would you answer them? How do you see yourself in 6 months? All right, number one, to this question right here, how do you see yourself in 6 months? One of the things that you need to think of is, what are you going to be doing in the call center for that call center you're going to be working with within the following 6 months? If you start answering things like, okay, I'm planning to finish my university, if you're thinking something like, you know what, I'm going to run a business, I'm going to open a business or something like that, yes, you're going to have such a big problems, because they are not going to invest in you for the following 2 months, and you and your expectations is that within 3 months you're planning to leave the country, for example, right? So they're going to tell you no, obviously. One of the answers that you have to keep in mind is how you can see yourself within the job that you are working, or within the call center that you are working, right? That's the main idea. And this is one of the things that we talk about within our our preparation for call center. And if you would like to have more information about that, just this is our number, right? This is our number. It's 888, no, it's 881252123. All righty, just let me know in the comments down below if I was able to answer your question, because if I didn't, I will go back again. All righty. So we have another question from TikTok, and they say, today I did the interview, okay, with the Interpedia team, righty? Used to happen, used, righty? There you go. Kibu. There you go. Thank you very much for connecting, Kibu. Guys, do you have any other question about the call center industry? Let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, let me see if I can fix my camera over here, because I don't see myself. All righty, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I think it's gonna be much better this way. All right, there you go. I think. All right, so yeah, much better. All right, so guys, if you have applied to a call center, what has been that type of exam? What has been that type of process that you felt you were stuck on? You felt like you reached at this process in the job interview, and then they said to you, you know what, you need to come back, or you know what, you need to practice. I'm talking about was that the grammar exam? Was that the Versant test exam, or was the Versant test? What was at the moment of the recruiter? What was it at the moment of the OM? When it was, guys? When it was? Let me know in the comments down below. And remember as well that you can ask your questions, right? Ask your questions about the what's your process so far, all right? What is your doubt? What is actually what is actually not letting you go to that job or to that interview in a call center. Alrighty. So let's see. Any other questions that we might have just right here? Any other question, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Rivas Carol, remember that if you want to participate in this live, the only thing, there you go. I think you are here, right? So let's say the role play. I feel is very difficult because you need have empathy, create a solution and question. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about that one. Alrighty. I'm gonna be sending you the link and let's practice, right? Let's practice. It's gonna be a live practice. Caroline, I sent you the link already. Do me a favor, tap on that link and we're gonna practice. All right. This is gonna be the role play. Pretty simple. My package got lost in transit. Okay, I'm telling you, my package got lost in transit. Tap on the link just right here, and let's practice, Caroline. Okay, and hopefully through this practice, you will understand what is empathy. All right, hopefully, or maybe somebody from TikTok can jump in and tell us what empathy is, or people from YouTube as well. All righty. So, Caroline, that is the link. All right. Do me a favor, tap on the link and let's meet each other. All righty. And let's practice empathy. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Let's jump in. Let's jump in. I'm still waiting for you, Caroline. Or anybody from TikTok who would like to participate in today's live event, which is we're gonna be having a role play. Caroline was asking, hey, you know what? Empathy. I need to work on my empathy. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. People from TikTok, what do you understand by empathy? People from Facebook, YouTube, what do you guys understand by empathy? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Kibu, you already have some experience in call center industry. Let me know in the comments. What do you understand by empathy, my boy? Come on, man. Let's do it. Episode number 5, guys. Remember that we are having we have our. Hey, by the way, I just want to make an ad, right? I just want to say something, guys. This coming Friday, we are going to have our first English club event. Alrighty, it's going to be at 9:30 a.m. And the main idea, we talk just for the records, we're talking about jobs, right? In our English club, and this topic next Friday, 9:30, is going to be our next event, and when we're going to be talking about jobs. And I inviting you completely free, right, to join us, right? It's a 15 minutes conversation when we're going to be talking about precisely about jobs, right? So far, we have been talking why Americans are leaving or why are they quitting their jobs. And if you want to jump in and participate and give your point of view, you are more than welcome to do so. Alrighty. The idea is to have a place where you can practice your fluency, where you can practice your pronunciation, where you can practice your English overall, and to do it with people or with a community that is in the same position when it comes to looking for opportunities in the call center industry. All right. So everybody is invited. The only thing you need to do, guys, is that just right here, no, here. Where is it? Yeah, there you go. The only thing you need to do is to send me a message. Hey, I want to participate in the Friday event, speaking, right? Fluency. the Road to Fluency English Club for free, and I'm gonna be sending you the link. Alrighty, just for the records. So let's see, Caroline. What happened, Caroline? What's still waiting for you? Are you still there? We have Vigicius. Empathy is be kind and pleasant with people. What do you think, TikTok? What do you think? Empathy is be kind and pleasant with people. I'm not sure. No, I don't think that that is a really good example of empathy or definition of empathy. We also have Enrique Gomez and says empathy is putting yourself in customer shoes. All right, we started very good, Enrique. Enrique Gomez, Vigicius, this is the right meaning, right? This is the right meaning. What empathy is putting yourself in customer shoes. Now, how can we put ourselves in customer shoes? What does it mean? What does actually really means? Anybody? Vigicius, what do you understand by putting yourself in customer shoes? Or Caroline, still waiting for you. Or anybody who would like to jump in and participate in and start working with the role play. The role play is, let's say I bought this calculator, right? I bought this calculator. That's gonna be the role play. You are as a customer service agent, and you represent cashier, right? You represent the cashier firm or company, and I'm just a customer that bought the product, and the product never arrived. Alrighty, so let's do the role play. I'm gonna be calling you, and I'm gonna be telling you what is going on, and let's see if you put into practice empathy. Alrighty, so Caroline, come on, jump in. Still waiting, or anybody, right? Either Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. Let's do it, guys. Remember, we don't have too much time. We only have 5 minutes more. Alrighty. Empathy is to understand customers' issue and show that we really care about their issue. Very good. I like that one. All right. It's putting yourself in customer shoes. It's also understand the customer's issue and show that you really care about this. And let the customer know that we are going to find the best solution. That is not empathy. That is not part of empathy. Alrighty. When you are giving a solution to the customer, that's not empathy. You are attempting to resolve the problem, and you stop empathy just right there. That's another step in the call process, but that's not empathy. Alrighty. Hey, what's up, Damaris231? Welcome. To give a rapid solution when you put yourself in customer shoes, yes, when you put yourself in customer shoes, that's empathy, right? But when you provide a solution, that's not empathy. All right, that is attempting to answer or attempting to resolve the problem. That's another part in the call process, but that's not empathy. All righty. So if you're using that in the call center, in the job at a call center, yes, obviously you don't have any idea what empathy is, and that's the reason why the recruiter is telling you stop, go back in 3 months, right? Until at least you have a certain knowledge what empathy is. If that's the case, right? That might happen. All right. But every story is different, right? Then we have Enrique Gomez. Remember the importance of active listening and gain an understanding of why customer feels the way that they do. It is key to show empathy. Active listening is so crucial for the job. Gain understanding, obviously, yes, absolutely. And how the customer feels the way they do, it's key to show empathy. Beautiful, Enrique. Very good, man. Very, very, very good. Where are you? High five, man. High five and fist bump to you. Good job, man. Good job. Excellent. So empathy, guys, is putting yourself in customer shoes. But if you don't jump in, I can't give you an example of how you can use empathy. All righty. So I can't, because I need a partner. I need a partner to practice with. All right. That's why it's called role play, isn't it? That's why it's called role play. It says, Carolina, I am a job. Sorry, I would like to connect, but I can't. That's okay, Caroline. Not a problem. Thank you very much for letting me know. I appreciate that. So then we have Gerardo, so empathy, show your support with the customer problems, give some solutions about the problem. That's not it. When you give a solution, you will stop being empathetic with the customer, right? That is not empathy, all right? That's not empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in customer shoes. Now, the question is, how can you put yourself in customer shoes, right? If you jump in, I can tell you. But if you don't, I'm not gonna tell you. You can you can subscribe um, in our job preparation, right? Not a problem. And in our job preparation, I can go ahead definitely tell you how can you use empathy to in order for you to understand, right? How can you use that statement in your next job interview at a call center? All right, so let's see. ¿Qué tal es FedEx? ¿Qué tal es FedEx? I have heard about FedEx a lot. I never worked for them. But what can I tell you? Pretty much they handle, ellos manejan situaciones como pérdidas de paquete, dónde está el paquete, cuándo llega el paquete. Lo que tiene FedEx es de que tienen un sistema de traqueo, un system tracking, en la cual ellos ven desde el momento de que el producto está en the warehouse, en las oficinas de la empresa donde lo compraste, hasta el punto de cómo va, ¿verdad? Al momento de carga, al momento de tránsito, si está en una post office, si está en otra post office. Resulta que si, por ejemplo, tú compras un producto en California y de pronto ese producto tiene que ir all the way up to Miami, for example, el camioncito, ¿verdad? No va a ir, veamos, desde California, va a ir de post office en post office. Entonces vas a tener como un sistema de traqueo para saber cuánto tiempo se va a dilatar para recibir lo que es el producto. Normalmente el tipo de problemas que vas a enfrentar ahí con el cliente es dónde está mi producto, cuándo va a llegar, pensé que iba a llegar X, Y, Z día, lo sigo esperando. Y acá, dependiendo de lo que te diga el cliente, puedes utilizar empathy. All right, so let's see. Ownership. Ownership is pretty much what you're gonna be not doing for the customer, but you are telling the customer that you understand the problem and you will do your best, right, in order for you to give a solution to the problem. In other words, it's to make or to have the customer's problems and to make it yours. That would be some ownership, right? I'm gonna give you an example of ownership. If you go to, let's say, I'm gonna give you a simple example of ownership. Let's say everybody, we go to a supermarket here in Nicaragua, right? Or any other place around the world, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Panama, Colombia, any other place, right? You just name it. You go to a supermarket, and the person at the supermarket ask you, right? Is there anything that I can help you with? And then you start saying, oh, you know what? I didn't find XYGZ product. And this person comes to you and literally leads you to where the product is. All right. We have this product, we have this other product, we have this other product. This is an example of taking ownership, right? And let me go ahead and give you the other example. The other example is you asked to the person that pretty much works there, excuse me, do you know where this product is? I don't know. I don't know where that product is. Even though the customer has a problem, the problem is that he or she hasn't found the product just yet, right? That's the product. That's the problem. So, not taking ownership, it's telling the customer, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe it's over there. You have to read. If you say something like, you have to read in every single hole. There is a sign that tell you pretty much what are the type of products you're gonna find over there. So you have to read them. So that is not taking ownership. Alrighty. So another example of ownership will be, hey, you know what? I'm calling because I need a refund. And then you said to, okay, can I have your, let's say, your receipt, right? And the customer gives you the receipt, and then you find out that the product is out of warranty. You can give the customer a refund. So you can say, you know what, this is a policy from our company, so I'm not gonna give you any refund, right? So the refund expectation is gone on your end, Mr. Customer. I'm not gonna give you anything, alrighty? So who told you that? Who told you that you can get a refund out of this? So that is a bad example of ownership because you are not taking into account the problem that the customer has, right? And yes, these are top of the questions that you're gonna be handling, that you're gonna be facing at a job interview at a call center, because recruiters might ask you questions like this. The recruiter, instead of asking you, hey, tell me a little bit about yourself, they can start off by saying you, hey, let's say Joe Crojas, let me ask you one thing. What do you understand by empathy? And boom, if you don't know how to answer, you're out of, right? You're out of the place. Hey, can you tell me a little bit about what do you understand by the word ownership, right? Just an example. Just an example. It is true that there are some call centers over there that they don't need you to have experience, but this is call center jargon, meaning that if you're going to apply to a place, you at least have this knowledge. Otherwise, they're gonna tell you what we have been hearing. Go back and 3 months because you're not ready yet. As simple as that. All right. Why? Once again, because call centers, they don't have the time to teach you all those things. All righty. They are gonna teach you how the product works. For example, how this remote control works. All right. What are the functions? What you need to do? What you have to say when it comes to the functionality of this remote control, right? But how to talk to the customer, not really, right? Not really, not really, not really, not really. All right, so let's say I want to work at a call center. Damaris, yes, very good, excellent. Glad for you, glad for you. There are a lot of opportunities in a call center, right? A lot of opportunities. You can learn as much as you can from them. You can set up your own business. You can as well grow in the career ladder as well. I mean, there are a lot of opportunities over there. You can travel around. You can. There are a lot of things, right? It's not only a sweat shop like everybody say, right? Like those that think that call center is the worst place to work. That's their personal opinion, which is totally fine, right? But I know as well that there is another bright side if you go to a call center. All right, as simple as that. Then we got Kibu, my friend. Thank you very much for connecting on TikTok, and he says, empathy is when a customer expresses an issue and you provide an empathy statement like we understand. Okay, if I were you, I would feel the same way. Good job, Kibu. Well, Kibu already have some experience in call center. If I'm not mistaken, he had or he is still working for one of them, and he had worked in another one. So, which is pretty decent answer, right? Pretty decent answer. Very good, Kibu. Thank you, man. High five and fist bump to you, right, from TikTok. All right, so let's say Rafa Win 999. Okay, it's common question in an interview for a job. What is empathy? It might happen, right? It might happen. It might ask you, hey, you know what? Instead of asking you, tell me about yourself, they might ask you something like, we're looking for somebody who has or can be empathetic to customers. Do you have any idea how to be empathetic to customer? Can you give me an example of empathy? And if you don't know how to develop your answer to that question, yeah, you're out of the place, right? There you go. So just think as a customer. All right, Carlos Figueroa, just think as a customer. Okay, just think as a customer, he says, right? Then we got David. Could you explain how to deal with authorization solution? Are you talking about when there is a hole on an account for a customer? Can you explain how to deal with that authorization situation? Hey, well, if I understood what you are just writing down over there, I have to tell you that this is a procedure. It's out of your league. It's not in your hands. What I'm trying to tell you is that you just have to follow your procedures. You have to educate the customer. If you already know what the problem is, you go, straightforward with the customer. Hey, Mr. Customer, just for the records, let me just go ahead and tell you that this is a authorization procedures that your bank can apply to your credit card or to your debit card, and that's the reason why you have that hole in your amount, right? This is the thing that you have to say. But whenever you see something like that, explain immediately to the customer the situation, right? Why? Because at the end of the call or through the call, if you don't do that, you might not having the best experience with the customer, right? As the best as possible. So let me know in the comments down below if you're talking about that, right? So what about one link? What about one link? What do you mean? What about one link? What do you want? You want me to give you what my appreciation or what my idea about one link is? It's a great place to work. What do you want me to tell you, right? Listen, at one link they have a chat campaign. It's considered back office, so meaning that you have to have good typing skills, and another skill that you have to have is good grammar, right? Good grammar. Know to know how to talk to customers, to know how to write emails or chats, right? In this case, and well, during the pandemic, I don't know right now, but during the pandemic, they were offering you work at home positions, which is not bad. I mean, just typing, chatting from home, it's a cool job, I think, right? Just imagine typing, you hear a baratera just passing by, right? You know what I mean, especially people from Nicaragua, and it's not gonna affect you. But if you work from home in a call, that means that you need to invest a little bit more and at least some sound board panels and acoustic panels in order for you not to have such as impacts in the call. And the customers start asking you questions like, "Are you working from home?" And sometimes that is very, it's something that is not possible for you to work from home if you are dealing especially with credit cards. But anyway, so going back to the main question, what do you think about OneLink? It's a really good place to work. You just go for the chat campaign or the email campaign. You tell them, hey, you know what? I think I'm ready for this campaign. Ask me all the questions. I can do this. You start your grammar, you start your typing, you start answering the questions to the recruiter. And if you passed all those interview, you're more than ready, right? You're more than ready. Then we have so what about Link? Hello, hello, your live are very amazing. I'm learning a lot. All right, thank you, Glum 17. I'm hopefully expect you're learning as well. Where are you from? I'm from Nicaragua. Alrighty, Nicaragua. I appreciate that 100%. All right, very good, perfect, guys. Do we have more question? Do you recommend Teleperformance? Talking about Teleperformance, Carlos Olivares, thank you very much for contacting us. That's going to be depending on your level of English. If your level of English is 17%, go for it. Customer service, go for it. If your level of English is 80%, go for it. Customer service, go for it. If your level of English is 90%, go for it. That is in order for you to work as an interpreter. Go for it, right? There's no any let's say any problem about that. The only thing that you need to do is to knock the door and tell them, hey, you know what? I'm Carlos Olivares. I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started with the job process, right? I'm ready for it. Now, you have to know what Teleperformance is offering you. Teleperformance is offering you to work from home. For me, in my case, guys, quite honest with you, working from home, it's cool. Obviously, there are some setbacks, right? Maybe the noise. If you have children, maybe children when they are playing around. But if you talk to them, if you know how to deal with people, I think it's gonna be pretty good, right? I have seen a lot of people working from home nowadays, and they are quite happy. They don't stuck in traffic. They don't. I mean, I assume that everybody uh, take a shower, right? But but you have breakfast really immediate, almost immediately. Let's say there are a lot of benefits, guys. There are a lot of benefits working from home, right? I understand as well that there might be people over there. Oh, you know what? But working from home is really stressful because maybe it's your family, maybe there is the your next door neighbor that is playing music out loud, and yes, that might happen, right? So in that case, you need to look for another opportunity, right? Or you need to look for another place in your house how you can set everything up in order for you to work over there, right? At the very beginning, it was stressful for me. I remember that I was under a pizza box, and I'm not joking. I was under a pizza box, right? It was empty, obviously, and trying to talk to the customer, right? And it was a chaos. It was horrible because the customer started to ask questions like, "Where are you? You sounds like you are in a cave." It was super horrible and stressful. Stressful, why? Because it was new for me. Stressful because the training was really hard. The setback, or the most difficult part when you work from home, is that when you work on a site, right? When you work at the facility, it's easier for you to share how do you feel with your peers. But when you're working from home, it's super stressful, super difficult. And this is something that I just learned, because if I want to talk to, let's say, to a family member about what is going on at my workplace, they are not going to understand what is going on. They won't understand, you know what, I had a problem with this customer about this and this and that. And they will say like, nothing. They will say nothing, right? Because they don't have any clue. But if you work at the facility, if you work at the site, it's easier for you to at least share and express what you feel and let it go. Because at least you talk to somebody that understand or might understand what your position is. Are you following me? By the way, are you subscribed already? All right, let's do it. So my friend Carlos, yes, my friend, go for it. Go for it. By the way, they need people with at least 75% of English, right? And if you're ready for the job interview, go for it. But if you are not ready for the job interview, call us. That's the number. Can you see it? Yes, you see it. Let's see. Carlos Olivares, any tip to do an excellent interview? I got rejected from Citel. Carlos, question. What questions you were asked during the job interview? Do you remember? Can you recall? Can you let me know in the comments? And so based on those questions, I can have an idea what you can do next. Okay. All right. There you go. So, okay. So I appreciate that. My level is 85%. Listen, with 85% English, you will be accepted at any call center, on at least for customer service. At least for customer service, the doors are open for you. As simple as that. So go for it. Go for it. The only thing that you need to do is to make sure you're ready for the job interview, to know the process. If you would like to know more information about that, Damaris, our phone number is 88. I don't even see it. 88125123. All righty. 88125123. So next one, what means customer service? What is that? Customer service Is the job this is the most common position that you will start in the call center industry, right? And you as a customer service representative, one of the things that you need to do is to answer customers' inquiries, customers' questions, customers' concern about a product. For example, let me just go ahead and give you an example. Hey, I'm calling in because I saw this amazing calculator on your website, but it doesn't have the price. I'm wondering what's the price, for example, right? Okay, you give the customer the price is $15, Mr. Customer. All right. And can you please talk to me about the functions? Because I know there is one which says FC 100 and the other one is FC 101, for example. It's just terms and numbers. And because you were trained on the specs of that calculator, you're going to be more than skillful, right? To start telling the customer, hey, Mr. Customer, yes, for sure. Let me go ahead and help you out with the specs or the specifications of your calculator from the one that you want to buy it. All right, that would be customer service in simple words, right? Or yeah, that would be the customer service. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if I'm answering your questions, because if I didn't, I will do it again. Alrighty. So who is Lana del Rey? What? Lana del Rey. Let's see. Lana del Rey. What is that? Lana del Rey. So Lana del Rey is a girl. Okay, she's pretty. Thank you, right? I'm pretty and handsome for wisdom. Thank you, wisdom. Anyway. Okay. There you go. So Lana del Rey. Okay. All right. Well, it's a girl, right? I think. Nowadays, we don't know. All right, good. So any other question? Let me see. My level is 75%, but I'm afraid they tell me to come back in a month. This is low watermelon 17. You are afraid to tell you to come back in a month. You know, yesterday I was reading a book and I found a quote, and the quote was really interesting. The quote said something like, the number one thing that you need to do to kill that anxiety or that stress or that thing that make you feel nervous or afraid, there's only one thing you need to do. And I think by telling you this, you will know what you need to do. So I was reading this quote, and the quote said, the only thing that you need to do when you feel with that kind of anxiety, levels of stress, when you feel that you feel afraid, is go for it. Tell yourself, I can do this, right? Tell yourself, I can do this. Go for it and do your best. That is the only thing that actually will help you out to overcome that fear. And now, this is number one thing. The second thing you need to do is that just in case they need you or they say to you no, ask the recruiter, hey, Mr. Recruiter, why not? Why not yet? And the recruiter will do his or her best attempt in explaining you why not yet. And for the records, if you don't understand because you are afraid or because you are still nervous, ask them in Spanish. Hey, you know what? I didn't understand what you meant by this. Can you explain that in Spanish, please? Ask them. You know, the worst thing as scenario already passed. They told you no. So ask them in Spanish. You know what? I didn't understand what you meant by your feedback or by your recommendation. So ask them immediately, alrighty, if they say no to you. So once again, the number one thing you need to do, the number one thing you need to do is to go. Just go. Before you go, prepare yourself, read about the company, read about the position, have an idea what are the type of questions. Do your best on answering the question. But the more you face that scenario, the easier will be for you to face it again in another interview, either in that call center or in another call center. But if you need preparation, let us know, right? 88-125-123. Guys, I gotta go. It's already noon. My daughters, they need to go to school, and I need to take them to school. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for connecting today. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. Guys, if you need additional help when it comes to job interview preparation, let me know in the comments down below, or send me a message, 88-125-123, and I'll be more than happy to give you information about our next job preparation for that job interview at that call center, the one that you are aiming, all right, the one that you are hunting, the one that you are landing for that job, right, in the call center industry. Thank you, guys. Take it easy. God bless you, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye, guys. Alrighty, Carlo, I'm gonna be waiting for you. Alrighty, not a problem. Steven, more practice, man. That's the only thing. Practice, 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 man. Practice. Alrighty, guys. Take care, and remember, guys, to subscribe, okay? Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye for now.